could see the world differently now, I'd be seeing me as one with you. If I can see the love within me now, I will see the love in you. We all come to shine our light now. We all come to be all we can be, just you and me. If I could see love in everything now, I would see the world differently now. So I will take my vision in my mind now, and I'll see love, and I'll see love, and I'll see love. Well, wherever you are, it might be snowing because we've got a snow moon approaching. So if you've got a little bit of snow, if you've been busy making some snow angels, well, our condolences, because I'm broadcasting live from sunny South Florida. I am SarahSpiritual, and we are connecting to all of you to answer your questions. What are your questions? Do you have messages that you would like to receive? Do you have some questions along the way? Well, today's the day. It is our Sunday Funday, and we are connecting to all of you and answering your questions. And thank you so much, everybody who's on live. I'm so happy to see you as we're building up the momentum here. I know many of you were with us on Wednesday, and some of you are like, pick me, pick me, pick me, my question, my question, my question. We'll get there. No question goes unanswered. And I want you to understand something, that when you ask a question, whether I answer it or not, the universe heard the question, and your spirit guides, well, they're all answering it for you. They're all aligning everything you need to know, getting everything together so that everything can come together just for you. So no matter where you are in life, no matter what you're enduring, well, guess what? There's a better path, there's a better way, there's an easier way, and the universe is fully supporting you. I know you don't believe that. Sometimes it's a little difficult to believe that. Everything happens as it is happening in front of you. So what you see is what you're experiencing. But if I could only share with you that what any of us are experiencing today, at this moment, in this hour, is just a product of days gone by, you would change your thinking really quickly. Because think about it, would you be worrying about things if you knew it was going to make tomorrow be worse? Heck no, you'd be thinking, I got sunshine, I got music. We'd be thinking about all those happy thoughts, but no, we just get caught up in the moment, right? It's so easy to do. But at this time, it's a very auspicious time. Very auspicious. We just got off these lunar and solar eclipses. Like, what was that? We have so many people sending messages about the planets and what's out of whack for them, and thinking, is this ever going to be over? And I've had a day or two myself thinking, when does this end? Because this is crazy. And everyone is coming to me and saying, my life is upside down. I feel as if unexpected things are happening. Well, that's why they call them unexpected, everyone. And life is not going as I planned. And what the heck is going on, SarahSpiritual? I'm like, darned if I know. Check with the planet. Call Pluto. Call Jupiter. Call Mars. Call Aries. Call Chiron. Call Pisces, because we are in a mess. And in this energy of transition, it's pulling up a lot of old emotions. It's pulling up a lot of old fears. It's pulling up a lot of old, well, stuff. And if you're feeling out of sorts, it's okay. It's just going to pass over you. And, you have a choice. You can wallow in it and lose yourself in it. Or you could say, wow, I'm not feeling good right now. Wow, it's not feeling comfortable. This isn't how I anticipated today to be or yesterday to be. This isn't how I wanted to feel. And go, okay, I acknowledge the feeling. I recognize that at this moment, life isn't where I want it to be. But does that mean you shut down, you shut off, you disconnect, you lock yourself up, you become a hermit and you go, oh, I can't take it anymore, oh no, oh no, oh no. You can have a minute, but then come on. You're creating tomorrow. So do you want to wallow in the past and the worry and the fear, or do you want to do something constructive to make a shift? And I know many of you listening and watching here live on Facebook, here on YouTube, you're saying, well, SarahSpiritual, I don't know what shift to make. Then just be. Just be and think, experience the good moments. Experience what makes you happy. And when the bad feelings come up, just go, okay, thank you, that was then, but this is now. And then is not welcome in my now. And begin to create a different feeling, because the feeling is going to transmute, is going to change everything that we think we're experiencing now, byproduct of yesterday, but we're in the residual, and the residual sometimes feels pretty gosh darn real. And if there's something that, let's say that it's been an interesting 7 years. We'll use that as a marker in time, because that's what Spirit tells me to say. If you've had an interesting 7 years, kind of like a roller coaster, and you thought, wow, last year was kind of dull and uncomfortable, and you came into this year and you're kind of hitting the top of the peak of the roller coaster, and you're like, I can see everything. Everything's going to be great. And you're thinking you're going to have this rush of energy, and everything's going to feel good as you build up the adrenaline and you begin the movements and the excitement. Most of us who go on roller coasters, we're on a roller coaster for the thrill, right? We're on it for the ride. We're on it for the excitement, the energy, the flow, the adrenaline. We're on it for the experience. So here you are at the top of the roller coaster, and you're thinking, this is a really good experience. I finally made it to the top of the roller coaster. Roller coaster, ha ha. And you're in that energy, right? And you're like, wow, it's going to be amazing. And then the roller coaster gets stuck at the top. Have you ever been on a roller coaster that got stuck on the top? I have. And let me tell you, it was not a pretty moment. I was up there thinking, are they ever going to get me off? And it was one of those metal roller coasters. So the top front piece of the roller coaster was hanging off the edge of like the Monster Mouse in Ride Playland, New York. And it's one of those very strategically metal built roller coasters. And I'm thinking, oh, we're never getting down. So if you're feeling like I'm up here and shoot, I'm never getting down, well, you will. But if you focus on the fact that I'm stuck, nothing's moving, I want my adrenaline rush, I want the movement, I want the flow, how am I going to be? Well, you've just got to focus on what's the end result, what's the experience you desire, not the fact that you're stuck. So when you're up there, or you're stuck wherever you are, look around. What do you like? Is it beautiful? Is it heartwarming? Are there things you're learning in the experience? Have you had an opportunity to iron out some feelings or thoughts with some other people? What's going on? Because it's in that moment, yes indeed, that moment, that you decide if you are going to live in the moment of now, wallow in the past, or live in the fear and the anticipation of tomorrow, because what you think is not right is going to transfer into tomorrow. Do you want to transfer things into tomorrow? No, you don't. Not if you don't like the way it feels. So how are we feeling? This is a time, everyone get on board. Get out your paper. Let's go. This is a time where we are creating, we are manifesting, we are creating love, we're creating experiences, we're creating desires, intentions. This is your moment. You create what you desire. You create the energy of tomorrow. And this is a perfect time as we're still in that waxing moon, leading up to that full moon on Tuesday, the snow full moon. This is the time. As the moon grows, let your intentions grow. As your desires inspire you to think of new great things, go for it. Why is it that you are just sitting there going, oh my God, another day, another life, another moment, things aren't going the way I want, or I put my intention out and nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. If you're feeling that way, it's okay. You can do that. It's your choice. Or we could say, all right, I felt the feeling. I felt the fear. I felt the panic. I felt the hurt. I felt the experience. I felt the disappointments. I felt the stagnation. But I'm going to do it anyway. There's a book that was written years ago that said, feel the fear and do it anyway. And you have to acknowledge what you fear. I'll never say that we should sweep it underneath the table or the rug. No. It's there. Acknowledge. Give it a check mark. Check. I checked my list. I checked you twice. You were naughty and I'm nice. And I'm moving forward. It does not have to come with you. So wherever you are, whatever your questions are today, focus on what is it you desire. What is it we can create for you in this moon manifestation time? The moon is still waxing. Full moon, snow moon, powerful super moon comes on Tuesday. Why not be in this energy? And visit my website, SarahSpiritual. I'm sure we'll put it in the queue. SarahSpiritual.com, events, classes, and take our love class, our unconditional love class, because, well, we've built a love shack here at the Expedito Enlightenment Center, and we believe that love is the answer. Now, in the feelings of disappointment and angst and worry, sometimes love doesn't feel like it's enough. I understand that. I understand that we can say what we want and we can set our intentions, but when that whisper of fear, that disappointment, or something hasn't happened yet, or that worry, or that lack, or that not good enough, or the not worthy feeling, or abandonment issue starts to raise its scary, ugly head, you're like, oh no, I can't do it. I can't do it alone. I don't think I can do it. I don't think love is enough. Well, we all know what that feels like. But if love was enough, think about this. Come closer. If love was enough to create an entire universe, do you not think it's enough to create a resolution to a circumstance or condition that you're experiencing now? Do you not think that the universe is going to support you? Can you believe that they'll put the right people or person or happening or occurrence in front of you to assist you in the resolution so that you don't have to feel that pain or that worry? Can you believe that? Can you trust in that? You see, you can create all the intentions that you desire. You can write it down, you can pray, you can meditate, you can bury it under a tree, you can hug a tree, you can dance to the drums underneath a full moon. But if you don't believe, yes you, that it's possible, if you don't believe that, then all the ceremonies, all the writings, all the rituals, all the candle lightings, all the manifestation processes that we do are really only going to get you so far. So are you feeling like you've only gone so far and you've hit a dead wall? Well, we are answering questions. We are going to assist you in that journey. It's not about, everyone, whether this person's going to like you or not, if this person's going to be your love forever. It's not about if it's time to make a change. It's what is going on inside of you. The true root, the true essence of manifestation resides within you. But yet, as humans, we throw all of our power away thinking someone else is going to determine whether we're good enough, or whether someone else loves you determines whether you have the happily ever after you want. Whether someone else assists you is going to determine where you go, whether your job gives you a raise, or a bonus or a promotion. And inside, you're not believing and feeling that you're worthy. When you believe and you feel that you're worthy and you know that the universe supports you, when you believe that you're good enough, when you recognize that although at times you may have felt alone, you have never been alone and the universe is always supporting you, and that all of your questions and all of your answers are always instantaneously supplied. You have a question, it's a prompting. The question poses within you because there's something else you need to know. You think you come up with these questions just because you have nothing else to do in your boring life? No, you come up with these questions because the universe is like, don't you want more? There's another option. Don't you remember why you came here? You have a soul contract. Take a look. Universe is nudging you. Look, look, look. Is this what you want? And then you, the human, creates the contrast and you're thinking, heck, this isn't what I want. This isn't what I signed up for, or this is what I asked for, but now that I'm here, shoot, this isn't what I want. The best part of being who we are is we get to change our mind. Yes, you get to change your mind. And it's like you have stagehands for hire. They will change the scenery in the universe to match what you desire. Yes, they will. You are your own Broadway show. You are your own leading lady or leading man, and you've got a chorus of angels behind you. You've got extras, which are the people who enter your life, who assist you, who teach you, who mentor you, who become maybe your best friend or maybe your worst nightmare. They are the extras in the scenes of your life. But you are your own leading lady or leading man. You're your own Broadway show. And no one can take that from you. You determine the scenery on the stage. But somewhere along the line, everyone, we have gotten so caught up in the fact that this is how life is, this is what my parents taught me, or I never have any luck, nothing works out for me, or I'm not recognized at my job, I've done great, but I'm stuck, this isn't where I want to be. Whatever your story is, and not all stories are bad, but some stories still leave us feeling unfulfilled. It could be the greatest story. There's so many famous people, accomplished people, who when you put them behind closed doors and you say, psst, tell me something. Are you happy? They're really not happy. They're just doing what they think they're supposed to do. They're not doing what they want to do. They got on a path, and the path began to take them down a road. Many of us have done this, and they get caught up in that energy, and somewhere along the line, they don't want to be there, but they don't know how to go off the road, because to take a side road takes us down the path of the unknown. And it's better to know the devil we know, right, than the devil we don't know. So if you're on that great path, and it's bringing you everything you thought you wanted, but it's not fulfilling you, ask the universe to show you the detour. There's a better way to get there. There's a better energy coming for you. You want to believe it's possible, because everything in the universe is designed to support you. Yes, you. I know they did not tell you. They didn't tell you you were so powerful, but it's okay. They didn't know you were powerful, but we know. All of us here live on Facebook and YouTube, we know we're powerful. We know we're powerful beyond measure. That's why we're in this experience of spirituality and something more, not to bypass God, not to bypass the angels, not to act like we're little mini gods. I read some of the comments that people put on other Facebook posts. Oh, everyone in spiritual community are running around like they're mini gods. No. Honor the God, the energy that created life. Honor that and know that that spark of energy resides within you and that you're favored. What's wrong with that? Why not recognize that you're blessed? Why not recognize that if there are angels and guides and mentors and spiritual masters who have gone before us in the physical realm, why not honor that they have cleared a path for you to walk in their footsteps? So that for you, you didn't have to walk through the path and have to cut away all the darkness. They cleared a little way so you could see a little bit. They went before you. Doesn't remove you from the experiences that you've, well, signed up to experience. Doesn't remove you from the growth and the expansion that's necessary for your soul. That was their path. When they were in the human form, Master Buddha, Jesus, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Prophet Elijah, when they were in the physical realm, Serapis Bey, Jude, St. Rita, even Princess Diana, when they were in the physical realm, they had their deal. They had their agreement. Didn't mean that they wouldn't suffer, didn't mean that they wouldn't experience certain things. And suffer isn't even the word that we experience now, because we don't have to suffer. Why? Because they took that burden and they, well, personalized it, and they took it upon themselves to go that path and walk the path that no man would really want to walk. Knowing that they would walk through the path of darkness, knowing that at times they would be alone or ostracized or criticized or not accepted. Look at Princess Diana. She wasn't accepted. She was royalty, but she was never accepted. And then when she decided she wanted to live a life and pick her path, no one really agreed with her. And then there's a mystery as to what really happened. But what really happened? What really happened in the essence of Princess Diana? What really happened in the essence of Jesus, in the essence of Buddha, in the essence of Mother Mary, in the essence of Saint Rita or Padre Pio, or any of the greats who have walked the earth and been master healers and teachers and leaders, is that they lived a path that was right for them. Everyone has their own path, but they did it willingly. They did it with heart. Everything they did with heart. And there are some of the master teachers who've walked the earth that they did have an inkling that maybe the ending wouldn't be so pretty. But they did it anyhow because they felt okay with that. But if at any minute the path you're on doesn't feel okay, then take the detour. Go to the left, go to the right. Let's go somewhere. Let's pick a path that, well, is the path of least resistance. Is the path that makes you feel like you can do it. Is the path that makes you understand that you're worthy to have it all. Not the path that's laden with fear and hurt and pain, and the path that you walk on that's carrying the burdens of your family. That's their story. Whatever their story is, whatever the family history is, could we please leave it in the yard? And when you walk through the fence or you move the heck out of the house, leave it there. Because that's not your story. That's the story you were born into so that you could know what it felt like to be the individuals who are around you. But that does not mean you have to go and grow up and take that story with you. I sat across from someone who's from another country, a gentleman's from Haiti. And he said to me, well, don't you believe that there's something with my family? And I said, well, there's something with everybody's family. So what makes your family so crazy or stupid or whatever? Because he was implying that it was complicated and maybe cursed. And I said to him, but don't you understand that there are things that have happened in the generations, but what keeps it alive is you believing that it's alive. What keeps it alive is that you carry it with you moving forward, thinking that that's your cross to bear and that you've got to break a chain, that you've got to break a curse, or you've got to break some energy. But it begins with your choices. And when you stand up and you pay attention to what you want in your life, you begin to pull yourself back. And when you feel the energy, the beliefs, the belief systems, the hurt, the pain, the generational energy pulling you back, then you release it, you cut it. But to walk around and say, don't you think the reason why I'm not where I am is because there's something been on my family for generations? Then doesn't that make that more powerful than God? How could that be? That cannot be. It cannot be that someone's thought, someone's energy, someone's vibration is that strong that it would impede the blessings of God. But do you see the fear that we've been raised within? We've been conditioned to think that there's something stronger than God out there that could actually bring us down. The journey is within everyone. The journey is of self-love and self-gratitude and understanding that we are imperfectly perfect, but perfect in God's eyes, and that we can move forward. Each day is a new day, and yes, each day will bring you a couple of bumps in the road. But as you navigate them more easily, more quickly, more smoothly, then whether there's a bump or not, you don't even pay attention. It's like when you drive through a road that you know has speed bumps. Once you get the hang of it, you know the speed to drive, to go over the speed bumps, and barely even feel it in the suspension of your car. But if you insist on driving through those speed bumps at 50 miles an hour every time as if it's not really there, then you're going to feel that. And the car is going to feel that. And the car is going to feel that resistance from the speed bump, and it's going to fight back. And then you're going to overwork the suspension. We're not going to feel the flexibility of the vehicle. The vehicle underneath has some flexibility. It's meant to take some bumps. And depending on your vehicle, you could take a lot of bumps. If you got a sports car, you can really hug the road and go. I like sports cars. But wherever you're driving, whatever you're driving, wherever you're going, if you know the road, once you're familiar with the road, once you understand the path, do you drive like, oh, I don't know where I'm going, I'm afraid? No, once you know, in intention and this inspiration, let's make that happen for you. Let's allow that to shift. You are driving the car of your life. You are in the driver's seat. Where do you want to go? How fast do you want to go? And do you want to take the bumps at high speed? Or do you want to cruise over the bumps so that they barely even shake you up? And then when you see clear sailing, put your foot to the pedal and the pedal to the metal and go. Go to your dreams. Go the way you want to go. This is your opportunity. This year is an important year for you to raise yourself up, to decide what it is you want to do, and to just stay on the path. And no matter what stands in front of you, no matter what's on the left or the right, you choose how you go. And sometimes we have to get out of our own way and just move forward. Can you do that? If you can do that, say, yes, I can do that. I can choose that in this moment, as we're in the last couple of days of this waxing moon, before we hit the super full moon on Tuesday, I can set my intentions, I can hold the vision, and I can promise. Do you promise? Promise yourself. Promise yourself that you're going to do it anyway. No matter what comes in front of you, no matter who says you cannot do it. Promise yourself that you're going to trust the universe. Promise yourself that you believe that there's nothing stronger than God. Promise yourself that the angels and the guides are with you. And acknowledge that our ancestors have gone before us so that you could walk a path that has been cleared, even if it's just a little bit. It's been cleared for your ease and your grace. And that nothing happens just because. Everything is designed to happen perfectly in the perfect time. And when you don't receive what you want, when you want, you ask yourself two questions. One, is this what I really want? And if the answer is still yes, then you ask yourself, am I willing to wait? And if that answer is yes, then there's the most important question of all. Number 3, do I trust God? And if that answer is yes, then all the answers are going to unveil right before you in the perfect time. And what if you picked a path that's not for you? Then that answer will be revealed without hurt, without pain. It'll be revealed in the perfect way so that you recognize that you didn't do it for nothing, that everything happens for a reason, and that whatever happened before you that did not work to your design, to your perfect movie, show, picture, that it was there to give you something. It was there to assist you. You have that power. We've all had that power all along. It's like when Dorothy, well, when she ended up back home and she woke up from her coma in her bed after hitting her head, and she's like, there's no place like home. And everything I needed was here all along. Everything you need is within you, has been there all along. Don't forget that. No matter what's going on in the planets, it's going to be bumpy. No matter what's going on carried over from 2018, it might get a little rough. Or no matter what 2019 has brought your way, whatever hiccup or block or problem or circumstance or condition, it's temporary. But if you have your eye on what you desire, if you have your heart in what you believe to be true, and if you know within who you are that what you do, what you say, what you desire causes no harm to another, and is truly what you desire, then the universe is going to support you. Those are the laws of the universe. If you desire something and it causes no harm to another, the universe promises they will deliver. Signed, sealed, delivered, it's yours. So pay no attention to the things that get in the way. When they happen, they happen. When you feel them, you feel them. The amount of time you spend feeling the feeling that brings you down just slows up the process of whatever you want is already yours. You are the creator. And today, here, we are looking forward to creating with you on our Sunday Funday, our Spiritually Speaking with Sarah Spiritual, here live every Sunday at 5:05. We are connecting with all of you, all across the nation, all across the world, and I want to answer your questions. I see Shirley Wood, I see Joey Emmanuel, I see Carlo Johnson, I see Lori Mendel, I see Jessica Dillon, I see Sandra Kelly. I see so many people lining up. We've got so many people here live. But I know you're posting questions. Psst, come here, a little closer. What's your real question? We ask all these questions that give our power away. What's your question, everyone? Do you have a question that really can take you to the next level? Or do you have a question that's caught up in the same old, the same stuff that's not changing because you don't want to change? Changes. It's time for you. It's time for you to pick what you want. And if you're okay with where you are, that's cool too. Then ask the questions that help you navigate where you are. Don't give your power away and say, oh, does he love me? Oh, is this what I want? Oh, is my life ever going to get better? Because coming from that place, we're not going to get to a better life. I don't care who you've been talking to. You can't get there from where you are. Change the mindset. Change the thought process. What is it you want? Write it down. Say it. Speak it. Pray for it. And expect it to be done. And ask questions that give you another nudge up the ramp of life. Ask questions that empower, not disempower. So whatever questions you've asked in the feed, we don't care. Nope, I don't care. Nope, ask them again. Helena's like, I'm lining up questions, Sarah. I'm like, well, we're not answering those questions. Everyone regroup. We're going to open up some space here. And we're going to open up the energy to the angels and the guides. And we're going to ask that everything that you desire is for your highest good. That everything that you need to know is given to you instantaneously in a sense of feeling and knowing whether your question is answered or not. That someone's going to ask a question that's light bulb. We're with it. We're on the program. We've got it. We are going to be in that energy of collaboration, co-creation. We're going to be in the energy of what you desire, because Tuesday night, I hope we put it in the feed, Tuesday night, we are going to be live here at the center. And, well, we're in our love shack here at the Expedito Enlightenment Center, and, well, it's a spiritual love shack, but we've got a lot of love here. We're putting a little love in your heart. And when we put love in your heart, we teach unconditional love, transferable love of energy, the divine love, the energy of creation and manifestation. And I hope you join me Tuesday. It's only $9 to be a part of this class. And I'm doing this because, well, I want us all to be together. And I want that everything that I've learned, everything, every ounce that Spirit has shared with me, and everything I continue to learn, that I'm constantly saying, here, look what I gleaned from this experience. Maybe it'll be of some assistance to you. Here, you, look what I've gleaned. This is what I've learned here. Or, wow, watch out over there. That road is a little bumpy. I'm here to walk alongside of you, and sometimes I might be a little ahead of you. But it's all so that we can do this journey together, heart to heart, soul to soul, hand to hand. So will you take my hand? Will you take my hand and will you journey with me on a path of enlightenment? Will you take my hand and will you journey with me to the finding of who you've come to be? Will you take my hand and really just love you for who you are and who you've come to be, and not who everyone has told you you're supposed to be? Will you take my hand and recognize that God is within you? Will you take my hand and know that you never walk alone? Will you take my hand and know that your ancestors and loved ones are with you, that the angels are always beside you? And will you take my hand and know that you are enough just the way you are? And that no matter what the road ahead looks like, no matter who you think should be by your side, there'll always be someone who's the perfect person for the moment to assist you on the path. We're never alone. In some of our darkest times, the universe always shows us someone. We just have to have our eyes open. We have to have our hand out in receptivity and acceptance of assistance. It's as simple as that. That's how I met my spiritual teacher, a strange man in a computer store. But if I wasn't open, if I wasn't even the least bit receptive, then I guess that experience would have passed me by. Another might have come, but I don't even know if I would have been here then. But it was that moment where maybe I was unclear as to what was coming, that someone put out their hands, well, metaphorically, put out their hands. And I felt the need, the desire, the prompting, the knowing that I was supposed to take my hand and hold on to what they were putting out for me. And that something would shift or change without knowing what it was. The best experiences in life are the ones we experience where we don't know what's coming. We just know, we feel that this is where we need to be, that this is the right choice, not the choice that everyone thinks you should do, not the opinion of others, the choice that you feel is right. And when you feel it's right and you know it's right, then the universe, even if it looks a little weird at times, is going to support you. And then your questions become higher level questions because you're questioning what to do next and how to move forward instead of how do I get from here in a mess to there. Position your questions, because your questions are your words, and your words are always creating, even in the form of your question. And remember, in your feed, in this Facebook feed, in this YouTube feed, your questions are someone else's question. So remember that. Because we've all collectively decided to gather here together on this Sunday, Funday afternoon. so that we, you and I, and the Sarah Spiritual Vibe Tribe, that we could assist each other. Each one reach one, heart to heart and soul to soul. We're going to go to our Facebook questions, and then we'll go to some YouTube questions. But let's see, you know, I have Helena here, and she's been queuing them up, and I'm sure I gave her a little meltdown when I said, oh, we're not taking any of those questions. We're going to start over.
I was on my game today.
She was ahead of me, and I was like, no, can all the questions. We're going to take questions for you that you want to ask that take you to the next level. Not the question that's going to give your power away. I cannot stress that enough. Everything you need is within you. And if it's something you cannot do for yourself, I promise you the universe will put the people beside you that you need, that will assist you, that are part of the plan. What are your questions here today for us? We are spiritually speaking on our Sunday Funday, and who do we have?
We're going to start with Jessica Dillon. She's asking, what are some areas that I need to transform that I can't see?
Well, Jessica, the first thing they tell me is sometimes you live in your box and you don't always, well, you're not always open to other possibilities. And the fact that you're asking the question means that you're getting ready to be open. And when I look at this energy around you in 2019, it's a great energy. It's an energy of expansion. And what you might not see is possibilities beyond the paradigm that you're living, the box that you're in, the experience that you know. But what I see here for you, sweetheart, is that you have this power to move forward and expand this year. And then when I take you into 2021, I see much success for you. I see as if you are on a foundation that is financially rewarding, personally rewarding, spiritually rewarding, and gives you some momentum for career. So trust this process. Take care of yourself, take care of family energy, and know that this next 18 months is going to be an important time for laying groundwork for your 2021. Thank you so much, Jessica, for your Facebook question. Thank you.
All right. Next, we're going to go to, let's see here, Lori Medell. She's asking, will I see improvement within the next 6 months?
You know, Lori, this is an important time for community, family, connections, networking. This is a time for you to tap into your truth and speak your truth. This is an important time. Your improvement will be measured by the intention you put forth and the energy of, well, how you want life to be and not relying on other people. You have the power to create everything that you want. And Lori Medell, I also want to tell you that I feel like love has been, I don't know, wobbly around you. Doesn't feel as secure as I'd like to see it. Trust that what you know about love is what you deserve to have. And if that's not fulfilling you, then this is what you desire. Put the intention out there and the universe will balance it out for you. You're on track. This is a very important year for connections, Lori. And when you move into your 2019 end of year time, you're going to feel as if this next 6 months was worth it. So continue where you are because great improvement comes for you by the end of the year. Thank you so much. Who else do we have?
Next, we're going to Marissa Evans. She's asking, will I ever move from Valdosta and when?
Marissa. Will you ever? Ever? Well, let me get New York. Yes, you're going to move. But I feel like there's a part of you that's, I'm going to use the word stuck. I don't like that word, but you're stuck there. Like you're hanging on to something or something's not really done there in Valdosta. So when you go to Valdosta and you walk the ground and you're in your homeland and you're in the energy of your town, when you see a tree, when you see a building, say, thank you so much, you have served me well. I release you. Thank you so much, person on the street corner, but I release you. I don't care if they think you're nuts. Go into the grocery store. Thank you so much for this wonderful grocery store, but I release you. I'm open and receptive to something more. I know you're saying you want to move. I don't believe you believe it's possible. I don't believe that you believe that it's possible, but please do believe it's possible, because it is possible. And when I take you into this timeline for yourself and I move you through, I see here, ooh, let me see here, 3, 10. Let's take you to November through June of 2020. I can't believe we're talking about 2020. So November of 2019 to June of 2020, that's when I feel a tremendous shift coming for you. Mark that down in your calendar. Do everything you can to make that happen, because that's when I see change coming for you. Will you ever? Yes, you will. Do you believe you can? You better believe, because it is also possible, and I believe. If you believe, we all believe. Thank you so much, Marissa Evans, for your question. Thank you so much. Who else do we have here for us?
Let's go back a little bit. We're going to go to Valencia Jean.
Yes.
She's asking, what message does the full moon have for me? I've been manifesting, and I hope I'm doing it right.
You know what? You are doing some great work here. I have to tell you, Valencia Jean, that you have a really strong presence of the angels with you. And whatever petitions and writing you've done and journaling that you've done, this has laid down a great deal of intention and energy to, it's almost like laying down foundation so that you have something to build on. And as you set your intention, things are beginning to morph. I feel as if I spin you back, and when they spin me back, it's like turning a wheel. And when I look at that, Valencia, I say, oh my goodness, I take you back to 2015. And I say in 2015, you kind of were stuck and things weren't moving and felt an emptiness. And now you're feeling complete within yourself. And that completion is allowing you to draw forth experiences, Valencia, that are going to make things connect together. It's like all the pieces fall together. And when I look at this energy and I see this flow and I see what I see that this year is an expansive year. This year is this like Holy Trinity year. It brings the energy of the heart, but also brings the energy of the pyramid to me. And when I bring you the energy of the pyramid, I bring you that light, the light of the energy of the holiness, of the spirituality. I bring you the foundation of finances and love. And I see this year as a fulfilled year because we encounter the spirituality. We connect with the foundation of, well, fortune and blessings. And then we connect to the foundation of love. And that brings us right back to the light. And then we continue this movement. So when I look at that, I also am reminded around you, Valencia, that I see the sign of the infinity, the infinite possibilities. Yes, you're doing it right. And be a little bit more patient with the universe. Just pretend you've got a couple of newbies as stagehands in the universal lineup, and they're trying to redirect the stage behind the scenes before the curtain opens, and they're taking a little bit longer than you would like. But in that moment, be patient. Say, you know what? I am the ingenue. I am the star. This is my play. I am starring in everything I want, darling. Everything I want is right there for me. And when you feel that energy, it doesn't matter if the stagehand takes a couple of extra bit of time, because you feel it, you know it, and you don't need to see it to know that it's already happened. That's a true trick of manifestation, everyone, to feel it and know it's happened, even though you don't see a clue of it. But somehow you have this feeling inside that the universe is busily, and busily I mean busily, busy, moving things around so that you can get where you want to be. So great question. Thank you so much. You are moving right along, Valencia Jean. Thank you so much for joining us here. Who else do we have here?
Next is Marlena Crow. She's asking, well, she says, a friend of mine said spirit came through to her and said that if she doesn't get the stress out of her heart, out of her life, that her heart would give out and she would be dead in 5 years. And she's asking about this and asking if it's true. She said she's 55 and not ready to die yet.
Well, are you saying that your friend said that as a message to you? Well, okay. I do not know a spirit that runs around and says, if you don't do this, you're going to die in 5 years. They don't regard death as a bad thing. So let's all get over that. That is an energy, a transformation, a different experience. But none of us are ready to die, right, Marlena? No one's ready to die because we're all still here. We're ready. We want to stay here. We signed up. I want the whole enchilada. I want how many more years in my life? How many more years do you want? But yes, stress can weigh on us. So how do you want your life to be? You don't need a spirit to come through someone and give them a message to tell you that if you're not at peace with yourself, if you're not eating right and feeling right, that life is not going to be ideal and maybe you'll shave off some years in your existence. We don't need someone to tell us that. You know that. But when we're in the middle of stress, what do we want to do? You're still there, right? You're feeling it. You're feeling the disappointment, the angst. So it's to shift knowing that there's something greater and good coming out of the darkness, whatever that darkness is. And Marlena, you've been through a lot in these past few years. So the only way you know how to cope is to get all stressed out. Well, that's not good for you. That's not good for anybody. So whether your friend was talking about herself or talking about you, no one's heart can take that. It's not rocket science, everyone. But I will tell you this, that when you hold the energy and the intention of creating something out of love, even if where you are is feeling very filled with anxiety, hurt, pain, angst, uncomfortability, lack, then when you create with love, that washes over that. And then somehow something good comes out of where you are. And there comes a time where hashtag, you just can't worry about it anymore. Hashtag, I don't care. Hashtag, it's all going to work out. Hashtag, everything is working out for me. Hashtag, I'm good. Hashtag, God's got my back. Hashtag, done with drama, DWD. However you want to sum it up, Marlena, just hold that vision and know that this too shall pass. And every once in a while, and I don't understand why this happens, but every once in a while in life, when we're coming down a crevice and we feel like we're sinking, every once in a while, you got to go real down deep. And you got to go into the darkest depth of where you never thought you ever wanted to be, whether it's in a financial way, an emotional way, a health way, for whatever reason, that happens to some of us. And it's part of a master plan. I'm not saying it's the fun plan. And this time of year, in 2019, the way things are shaking up with everything lining up planetarily, and I'm no astrologer, but I've been listening to some, and it's an interesting time. So of course, things are getting a little grimy, a little sticky, a little uncomfortable. And I'm saying this to you, Marlena, and everyone watching. But no matter where you are in your life, no matter what you're going through, it's temporary. And this too shall pass. So you could sit there, lose everything, and you could say, okay, Sarah, I already lost everything. And then you could lose something more. And then somehow something's going to line up for you. And you don't have to understand what it is or how it is, because when you trust that the angels have your back, they have your back. It's a matter of a trust factor. And you know, that doesn't mean that because we trust the angels, we don't do everything in our human power to take care of ourselves or fix something that needs a revamp because maybe we didn't make a series of correct choices. It doesn't mean that we sit there and go, oh, the world owes me, here I am, I'm so special. No, we don't do that either. We trust, and then we do what we feel compelled to do to assist ourselves. God helps he, the Creator helps he who helps themselves. So I don't agree with your friend. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what she said. I don't see that happening. Like, so whatever that craziness is, do not buy into that. That's the power of suggestion. That just put a plan in someone's mind that by 55 they could be dead. So already you accept that into your physical being. This is the power of suggestion. This is why diseases are catching so well into people's bodies, because we believe it's possible. If you didn't believe it was possible, it wouldn't happen. Well, most of it. But then again, we believe it's predestined because of our genetics. So we believe that's possible. We believe our environment is toxic, so we believe that's possible. We believe the food that we eat is not good for us, so then that's possible. So there's so many possibilities that can make us sick, then it's possible. And the minute you say it's possible, it's possible. So what do you want to believe? Again, you're not naive. You don't not go to the doctor or take the right steps, or if the body is not working in its optimum capacity. That's what medicine's for. Use the tools medicine has so that we could be in our optimum health. But if you're watching a television commercial and you're walking away getting a glass of water or soda or coffee or wine or whatever you're getting, and you're thinking, and of course I hope it's not soda, and if you're walking around and you're looking at your glass and going, well, I hope I don't get that disease. Oh my God, I wouldn't want to take that medicine. Oh my God, I didn't know that that medicine I take could cause a heart attack or a stroke. Well, you just put that in your physical existence. Cancel, delete, erase. The power of suggestion is so powerful. So Marlena, don't listen to that craziness. I'm not even going to buy into that. You'll be fine. Don't even bother. You're fine. Enough said. Everyone got that? Marlena's fine, and so are you. Who else do we have a question from here?
All right. Next, we're gonna go to.
Tell me something good.
I hope I'm saying this right. Ligia Fernandez.
Ligia, yes, Ligia.
Any good messages for her? I've been going through so much for the past few months, and she just wants to feel happy.
'Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Okay, Ligia, I gotta tell you that this year does offer you a lot of expansion, but I have to go back 3 years, and I'm going to take you to 2016. Rough. No, I'm not imitating a dog. Ruff. No, I'm not doing puppy imitations. It was a rough time. It was so rough for you because I feel like you were clearing out a lot of old energy, and whatever shift and change you were going through in this end of 2015 into 2016, it really kind of rocked your world, made you feel disconnected, just didn't really make you feel like you were in place. And so now you had to redefine. It's been a rough few months, but I see inspiration. I see new ideas. I see peace of mind. I see this feeling of alone and discontentment kind of being alleviated. And this is a good energy that I see coming for you. And when I spin you out to the month of July in this 2019 year, I feel like you're on much more solid ground. I feel like the finances have kind of balanced out because we've been kind of like on a low bottom. And I feel as if you feel secure and that you can see where you're going from here. It's an important time for you. So trust this, Ligia, that everything's going to work out for you. Please stay in contact with us on our Facebook, our YouTube page, and follow the feed because it's going to be an interesting journey for you because you have an awakening coming, an energy that helps you trust that everything's going to be okay. And these are your angels working with you so that you are fully supported. And Mother Mary is very much with you as well. Thank you so much for your question. Who else do we have?
All right, let's go to this page over here.
We got so many questions, everyone. We are going to get to so many questions. We got pages of questions. Oh my goodness. Pages!
We're going to go to Patricia Torres. She says, I am ready to move forward. How do I
You
start?
are ready to move forward. Patricia Torres, you are. However, you're still in this deep, dark night of the soul. I know. Soul colonoscopy. I think I need to hashtag that. And SC, soul colonoscopy. That's where you are. You're at the hashtag SC. Because you're still redefining your meaning, your purpose, and a better way for yourself that brings you fulfillment and inner peace. But you all have made progress in the past 2 weeks. Things are starting to move forward. I'm going to spin you out to the month of April, much more solid ground. I take you to the month of November of 2019, and then I feel like you can look back and go, wow, I accomplished this, and my movement and work, my finances improved, and I feel more solid as a person, and I feel supported. There have been times, Patricia, you haven't felt supported, but this is the time that you're lining up all the right energies so that you can feel supported. It's a really important time for you. So thank you, Patricia Torres, for your question. Greatly appreciate you following the feed. Thank you so much. Who else do we have?
Next is Jennifer Patricia Burse. Anything on love and life?
Love. Okay, so we got her birthday is there. Okay. All right. Jennifer, what have I got on love? Spirit wants to talk about career. They want to talk about expansion in career. They want to talk about a next step, a next move for you. something about moving up, shifting some energy in the work or work career area. This brings more fulfillment. Question about love is, I feel as if this is a time for you to pay attention to you and not be dawdling and caring over everyone else. This is your time right now, Jennifer, because in this time, anything in life is possible. But I feel as if you put a lot of work and a lot of intention, a lot of, they give me the word effort, into work and career so that your job or what you desire to create for yourself would be successful. So we're going to work on that because this is a very important year for career. Next year is expansiveness in your soul. So you're going to combine all of that with the perfect conditions for loving relationship so that it stands the test of time. So you're well on your path, my dear, very well on your path. It's just that focus on what we are creating for the work environment, because that is going to help you tremendously. Thank you so much for your question.
Next, we're going to Miss Shirley Wood. She would like a message. She is open and listening.
Well, Miss Shirley Wood, let's take you to Hollywood, baby. Because what I see here for you is this energy of connection, love, commitment. I don't know, I feel this sweetness coming around you. I feel as if some of the joy and the happiness and the connection to what you wanted life to be has been missing. And I say somehow because some of this is up to God and the Creator. I say somehow in the next 3 months to come, I feel this inner peace. I feel this warm, giggly kind of feeling around you. I feel that, Shirley, you have community commitments. Something comes together that makes you feel like what you've been looking for in your life is finally connecting. And whether it's you're in the right group of people and then partnerships emerge from that, but I feel as if you've been scattered for the past 7 years, kind of all over the place, putting out fires, and now it's finally your turn, your time, and the more inward you go, the more intention you set, the more inner peace you strive to have. We're human, it's not always going to be easy. Then surely all the pieces that I see coming together for fulfilled living come together. Thank you so much, Shirley, for following us on our Facebook feed. I know you follow our radio show. Those of you who are new to us, I would love someone saying, Shirley, you are going to be preggo again. Okay, thank you. She's going to be preggo. Shirley, you're going to be preggo again. Okay, Shirley. In this fulfilled living you desire, apparently, Victoria says you're going to be pregnant again. So we are there. We're preggo together. All right. I see this energy, and I want everyone to know that this is a time for us to really join together and create this magnificent manifestation. This is the time that brings us all together as one. And Tuesday night is a powerful super snow moon, biggest moon of 2019, they say. And we want to embrace it. We want to embrace the power, and we also want to release that which no longer serves us. And we happen on that night here at the center oh, Victoria says she's just kidding. Okay, you're not preggo. Victoria's just kidding. Whatever. We got a whole conversation going on in here, the feed I know nothing about. Okay, Victoria. Am I going to be pregnant too, Victoria? Could you please let me know? I just want to know. Okay. No, just kidding. This whole time of 2019 and this supermoon and this month of love of February, St. Valentine's Day just passed, and we're honoring love. We're honoring unconditional love. And I've got this class. And everyone struggles with this. There's not a person on earth that has mastered unconditional love. If we had mastered it, we wouldn't be here. We'd be hanging with our peeps up there, and we wouldn't be coming back here to do whatever this madness is that we signed up for. There's some good moments, but there's some crazy moments. We wouldn't be here if we didn't have expansiveness to embrace of love and forgiveness and creation and the ability to utilize all the 5 senses and experience life and enjoy it in a physical form. You know, I listen to people all the time say, oh, the aliens are so much smarter than I. they're so much smarter than us. They must know better than we do. No, how do you know you're not alien? That's a whole nother show. But that energy of us reincarnating in a physical body, think how special your little spark of life, your soul is, that God created a mold just for you, just with your looks, just with your own unique fingerprint, just with your own DNA, so that you could experience life in all of its fun and some of its less than perfect moments. That must mean that God who created you knows that you are pretty spectacular from the get-go. Otherwise, he is not going to send a bunch of alien munchkins down and pop them in bodies and say, all right, let's go see how these people figure this out. That's not the energy of God. God's like, I believe in my children. I believe they can love themselves enough to love each other. That's the trick. I believe the children are a future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride and make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how it used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never knew anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place inside. So I learned to depend on me. So think about it. It's all inside of you. Never give up. The greatest love of all is loving yourself, which is really embracing the God in you. And the minute you embrace the God in you, the creator in you, the essence in you, the beauty in you, that's the time it's easier to accept that person and that person and that person and agree to disagree. No, we're not fitting together, but that's okay. I love you. I meet you where you are. You're cool where you are, but I'm going to be over here. And there's no angst. There's no judgment. There's nothing like that. So we are part of a very vast energetic trust that the universe has placed within all of us. And the universe would not, the angels would not send you here if they didn't think you could do it. So for those of us who've been in the corner going, I can't do it. Life is too hard. This isn't what I wanted. It is what it is for now. It's going to transform. You've got the power. You've got it all right in front of you. And the love of self is the most important thing, because when you truly love yourself, then loving someone else is easy. Then you love someone enough to be truthful with them, honest with them. You don't have to play games. You don't have to dance around the corner and hide and not. You just get to be who you are. And that's a beautiful thing. And if they don't like it, hashtag it doesn't matter. Because you love yourself, and as long as you know within yourself you're doing the best you can and you're doing the right thing, then that means their path is meant for something else. Hashtag see you later. Because life is a circle of experiences. And you are part of this vast energy that has placed a lot of love inside of you so that you can use it within, not selfishly, use it within and then radiate it out. How spectacular is that? And then we run around and go, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. Life is, it's not that hard. Everything we have is inside of us. It's not that hard. It has hard moments, but those hard moments don't define you. They only make you realize that everything you need is inside of you. The greatest love of all, loving yourself. Who else do we have here?
Next, we're going to Mary Ramirez. She would love some guidance, and she's new here.
Mary Ramirez. Mary, I see here that, okay. Well, Mary, let me tell you how this works. I am SarahSpiritual, and we are going to talk to Spirit and get some answers for you. And I see that the past 2 years have brought a series of changes for you, Mary. And this year, 2019, is a year of some shifts and changes that kind of close out doors, things that have no longer served you. If people are not comfortable for you, it's time to go, I'm not doing that anymore. This is the time for you, Mary, that you decide what it is that you want to take into your 2020. I see change in career, change in movement. There's some kind of movement, career, move, something comes for you that opens up new doors of possibilities. I don't feel like you have hit the level that you want to be for financial and career-wise energy. So some doors are going to close. Some of them close uncomfortably for you. Don't worry about that. It's all to kind of kick you in the butt and get you where you need to be. I take you into 2020. I know I'm getting ahead of ourselves, but I'm like, I got a new attitude. You got some new energy, Mary Ramirez, and I feel as if we're opening new doors. I feel like you're in another job or another career move is around you. This is an important time of change for you. And you have drawn boundaries. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. And if you cross this line, I don't need to build a wall. I got a line. You're not crossing my line. This is what works for me, and I'm moving forward. And if you can't deal with that, then Mary Ramirez, those people can't deal with that, they are not coming with you to 2020. Hasta la vista. See you later. Mary Ramirez is going to do Mary Ramirez, and new expansion and opportunities come as we close some doors, make some shifts and changes in 2019 and 2020. Up, up, up you go, my dear. It's going to be a great 9-year run from after that. So I can't wait to get you to 2020. Just clear out some old stuff. Clean out a closet. It'll do you wonders. Thank you, Mary Ramirez, for joining us, and welcome to our feed. Be sure to like the page, follow the page, and be a part of this experience with us. I would love for you to know when we have different things coming up on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on some of our classes here. Join our Sarah Spiritual Vibe Tribe. So come be a part of that as well. Who else do we have here?
We've got Joanna Melton. Any message from Spirit for her?
Okay. That's a 2-8, right? Yes. Okay, here we go. So, Joanna, first thing that I see here for you is angels around you. Archangel Michael's with you. Makes me feel as if we need to balance out the scales of justice. I feel like we need some people to support you differently. Things haven't lined up right. I don't know why I see some papers around you. I don't know if it's taxes or something else legal, but we've got to handle some paperwork. This is all important for you. This is an important time because it sets you up for what you want to create. I also move you into the energy of the angels. Archangel Michael, as I said, is with you, but I also see Archangel Raphael. Makes me feel as if there's some great healing that has to happen in your body. I feel like we need to kind of clear out. We need to do a detox. We need to do something for your physical body to kind of clear your energy and also clear out some inflammation and toxicities. So, Joanna, please do some clearing and cleansing for yourself internally and externally. This is going to be a powerful year for you. We take you into the month of May. I see travel beginning to open up in that energy, and I also see increase in finances. Don't know if there's a bonus or something that's meant to come to you, but I see some extra money coming to you after the month of May. Thank you so much for your Facebook question, Joanna. Thank you.
All right. Next, we're going to go to Victoria Canty. Now, I'm not going to say what she first wrote because I don't want her to own that.
Right, okay.
She's asking, will I ever get fit? She works her butt off, but it just seems like it's not working for her.
It's not working. Victoria, yes, you will. It's a matter of worthiness and also the right system. I actually feel, Victoria, that, and I'm not a doctor, can't give medical advice, I can't really delve into that, but Victoria, what I want you to know is I feel as if there's some things that are inflamed in your body, and I feel as if there's some allergens in the physical body. So you might be working out, you may be doing all the right things, but if you're not doing the right amount of cardio, and again, I'm not a trainer, I'm not a medical doctor, can't tell you what to do, but I feel like something needs to change. Working your butt off and not getting results means that you're not doing something right. My personal trainer would tell me that. You know, if you're working out and you're on the treadmill every day and nothing's happening, or you're doing workouts and there's something missing in the connection, and you need to find someone who's going to assist you. You are more than beautiful, you're more than good enough, and there's also something I feel chemically out of balance in your body. Check your thyroid or check for allergens, because I also feel resistance in the body to the weight loss, and that of course is frustrating because you're working your butt off She works hard for the money, right? But you're working out and you're feeling all like, oh God, what am I doing? And it's not getting you anywhere. We understand that. Check with someone to be of assistance to you, but I do see that you're going to get fit, and I do see it's going to be okay. So just trust this, my dear. It's all coming together. All right. Thank you so much for joining us here, Victoria. Welcome.
All right.
She works hard for the money.
Next, we're
So
gonna go
hard for the money.
Miss Janine Buffa. She said her mom just passed last week. She's still unemployed and money is tight. Any messages?
Okay. First, Janine, terribly sorry that mom has passed. I believe that's something we talked about, the health failing in your mother. And most important is that we know she's at peace, so you need to be at peace with that. You're still on unemployment. There's new job opportunity that's going to come. It's almost as if we had a lot of clearing of old energy that had to happen for you, and now we want to create a new belief system around work, a new belief system around deservability. And I see you moving forward, and I take you into, don't shoot the messenger, but I take you into the month of June, and I feel like you are much, much better in financial arena. So it makes me feel like you have a job by June. Didn't say you won't get it till June. I just feel like by June you'll have a job. And I feel like your attention needed to be on other things, and this is why the universe gave you this break from employment. And now, as your mom has transitioned, as you continue to maybe grieve and mourn her physical appearance here on earth and become attuned to the knowing that she is in spirit and she is well, as that settles in, you're going to find that work is going to open up for you, Janine Buffa. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Thank you. Who else do we have?
All right. Next, we're going to go to Brittany Amber. She's asking, any messages from spirit, angels, or guides? Also, do they know what would be the best meditation for me? Best crystal? Any information?
Brittany Amber, you really need to take some more SarahSpiritual classes so that we can get you on track with all of this. But the best crystal for you, my dear, is amethyst and rose quartz. The angels are there to support you. They want you to follow your heart and trust that you are, well, being loved by them and that they are honoring you. And Brittany Amber, this is a great time for you to seek some new employment so that you can have more financial stability. Great family unit between you and your daughter, and I feel as if you guys are growing closer and closer together. Spirit takes me into later on this year, and I see a family trip. I see some expansion and trip and travel for you. This is very important for you. So we look forward to that, Brittany Amber, that you're going to make some travel. Who knows, maybe you'll come down and visit us here in sunny South Florida at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. Thank you so much, Brittany Amber, for your Facebook question. It's going to be a good year for you.
All right. Next, we are going to Sandra Kelly. She's asking, will Angel return? I want my family as a unit. She has 4 kids, and none of their fathers have stuck around. She is heartbroken.
Do we have Angel's birthday by any chance?
I don't think so.
Okay, Sandra Kelly, if you're still watching this feed and this show, please put Angel's birthday in the feed for us. We're going to look for that. I'm going to make a note of your birthday, Sandra Kelly, and then we will see what Angel's birthday is, okay? Thank you so much. We're going to go to the next question because we just want to keep moving, and I just need to get his birthday to that.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going to go to May Prissy. Oh, her name's Simone. She says she feels she has the Alaska call. How does she make this happen?
May Prissy, are you talking about moving there, or are you talking on taking a trip? Because moving there is a whole nother animal. The Alaska call? You mean Alaska, Alaska? Well, Simone, there's a lot of people there. Men. Are you looking to hang out with a bunch of men? It's a little cold. Got the Alaska call? Well, let me tell you what I see. You're feeling a call for something different because this 2019 year represents for you a deep delve into who you are and your purpose and your meaning. So if you're feeling prompted in the inner being, the inner core of you, whether it makes sense to anybody, for you to go to Alaska, then you have to follow that prompting. Because that means there's something there for you. Even if no one understands what that is, even if you're not sure what that is, then follow the call. The call will lead you there. Even if it only leads you there for a short time, it will lead you there. How do you make it happen? How do you make a trip there, or how do you move there? If it's meant to be, the universe is going to give you everything you need. It's going to all fall together. Just honor it and trust it. This is the time for you. This is the time for you to honor the inner being. 2019 is your wake-up call. 2019 for you, Simone, is going to be an opportunity for you to recognize when the soul is prompting you to do something, and when the analytical mind is going, this is what I think I have to do. No, this is what the soul says you're supposed to do. So Simone, go ahead, go. How do you make it happen? Then I'm going to tell you that in the month of July, things line up so you can make it happen. Whether it's just a trip or you're moving there, that's up to you. It's a little quiet there, but if your soul's calling you, you go. Everyone follow the prompting of your soul. Simone, good job. Help you? I don't need to help you. Your soul is helping you. She's like, Sarah, help me. I don't need to help you. Write it, manifest, pray on the full moon, super moon, study unconditional love, love yourself, love everybody else, be in the zone, be in the God zone, be in the energy, be in alignment with your angels, and they're going to fly you there, no cost, free flight, because they're going to take you there if it's meant to be. Thank you so much, Simone, for your question. Going to Alaska, huh? Well, I can sell ice to an Eskimo if you want. I know how to do that. All right, who else do we have here?
We got that birthday from Sandra.
Okay.
Of Angel.
Okay, let me go back and grab hers. I think it was 8-7, yes? Yes, I got it, okay. Angel and Sandra sitting in a tree. Let me see. Okay, so when I clear the energy, oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got a guy who is not always forthcoming, open, honest with his feelings. Feelings, nothing more than feelings. I feel like his energy gets all stuck up. He doesn't always, he communicates what he wants to communicate, and I feel like you got shut out and put in the cold. Is he ever going to come back? Now, I heard the question, oh Lord, I know you're heartbroken. I know we don't want to be in this moment, but hear me. Secrets. This is a man of, he says he's private. This is a man of secrets. This is someone that you set your intention upon, but your inner side, your inner being was going, I don't know if this is right for me. I don't know, but okay, he's here and he loves me and this is good. But how's that working? It's not working. Because he's got you on lockdown. He's got you shut off, shut out. So, in this moment, this is how we pray. This is how we create. If it's for me, then give me a sign. Not a bird flying by the window, because they're a dime a dozen. Not 2 butterflies dancing around, because that can happen too. A sign, something evidential, that we know it's the hand of God, the hand of your angels, the hand of your ancestors going, this is a sign. Like, could you imagine you have no birds in your house and there's a white feather in the middle of your bed? That's a sign. That's evidence. We're looking for something a little different for you to go, well, that couldn't have happened. That's a sign. You need evidence that he is really true in his heart. And this is how we also talk. Talk to his heart. Tell him, don't call him on the phone, put your cell phone down, stop texting, do not text. Thou shalt not text the guy. Thou shalt speak with one's heart and say, in this moment of now, I feel for you the following, whatever your feelings are. And I ask that if you are open and receptive to the experience of love with me, and I ask the divine angels to assist me, that they give me something evidential from you, that I know that your heart is belonging to me. The rest of the stuff can work itself out. I see someone who gets very caught up in his head, honey, and when he gets caught up in his head, Sandra, it's hard to pull him back. And again, he's very private. Secretive, private, kind of the same to me. But just let him play this out. You're going to know by around, my spirit guides tell me by April 20th, you're going to know if you're in or you're out. So no tears until after April 20th. If it doesn't work out, then we'll all get our tissues next Facebook Live, and we're going to all cry with you. But now is not the time to be crying. Now is the time for you to say, okay, I love this man because of who he is and who I believe him to be, and universe, I need you to show me who he is. I do not want to love the idea of a man, I want to love the man he is, and the man he is when he's with me. The complementary essence of love between he and I is what's most important to me. That is what you're looking for. And if it can't work, hasta la vista. We're moving on. All right? Keep me posted. This looks like an interesting story. We want to hear about this in the feed, because this is going to be a little bit of a saga unfolding, but you know what? We're rooting for Angel. We're going to root for him. See if he can get it together. Thank you so much, honey, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Next, we're going to go to Jem Knutsford. She's new here. She's been opening up spiritually and was wondering how things are looking for her.
Okay. And her name is Jem?
Jem, or it looks like Jamel is the full name.
Okay, Jamel, things are opening up for you rather well. You've been talking to your angels, your guides, and your fairy energy. I see a lot of fairy energy around you. I also see the color of pink and purple, meaning the heart, love energy, as well as transformation. And Jem, what I see here, well, they're telling me you're a real gem. You're a very heart-centered person, and I feel as if your connectivity is building deeper. I'm starting to feel like you're making that connection with spirit. I also feel that you're getting some kind of like dreams or inspiration or visions that are coming to you that are becoming to be more and more on point. As you open it up, you'll begin to feel the peace of God, the soul of God within you, and that will keep you rooted in this journey, because we always want to know that everything comes from the one source, the one God, through us and to us, and then we expand it out, and that which is not comfortable for us, we delete and release. But that which is of pure essence, we put forth through us and we send out to the universe and to everyone around us. I see angel cards. If you haven't gotten them, it's something that would be very good for you, my dear. And it's going to be a nice awakening for you the next 2 years. Next year is going to be a big awakening. So if you think you got something big going on now, you got a lot coming up. So enjoy this experience, and who knows where it's going to take you, because this is who you've come to be. So thank you so much for your question. Who else do we have here? You know, I think we need to put some cards down. We took cards out. I haven't done any cards. Tell me something good.
Cards, cards, cards.
Cards, okay. We have goddess cards here. Yemaya, the goddess of the ocean, is here. We got her kind of clearing the way. Can you believe it is February 17th?
No.
I know, really. Like, what's up with that? Like, I thought just the other day it was February 1st, so happy February 17th, everybody. Yes, indeed. We have this wonderful goddess of sacred space. How many of you have a sacred space in your house? It's really important for you to have sacred space in your house. How do you set up sacred space? A little small spot will do. Generally, I tell people to have a candle. This is our full moon candle. If you'd like to celebrate the full moon with my Blessed and Dressed candle, there's still time to get that, or stop by the center. We can ship it to you. You make your petition, you ask your request. But you light a candle, you have a glass of water, maybe you have a beautiful fairy that you have, or an angel, maybe you have some pictures of some relatives that you miss, and you set up space, and this is where you pray. This is where you connect with God. This is such an important time for you at this time, for you to honor sacred space, and the goddess wants you to know that. Vesta, the goddess, just fell here. She says your household is very important, and you want to keep it clean and clear. You know, they say that we have to have a clean house. So, you know, spiritually clean, emotionally clean, and physically clean. So holiness, cleanliness is godliness, right? So we've got to kind of keep that energy, but create sacred space. Those of you who don't have a little place where you go to pray, it doesn't matter if you light a tea light and you got a little corner where no one can find you for a little while. Take that time, or go in your backyard, light a tea light, and talk to the heavens. It's an important time. Who do we have here?
Next, we're going to Morgan Light. She's asking, do you see a committed romantic relationship soon?
Morgan Light, let's see. Actually, this year is a very positive year for commitment for you. You've put your foot upon the path of a new beginning. You've kind of redefined yourself. You've redefined what you want for partnership and relationships, not just limited to partnership. So Morgan Light, this year when I spin you out, they always like to spin this wheel for me, and I spin you out and I watch it go around, you know, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, so they spin me around, and when I spin you around, I go to the month of May. And May, tra-la, it's May, a beauty month of May. It's a beautiful month, and I feel the spring is springing and the energy of love is around. And in this energy, I feel as if this is the time where you're, I'm going to use the word ready for that partnership that you say you want. So between now and then, between now and May, focus on the feeling, focus on what it is I want from that relationship and how am I going to create it. This is a really important time for you. And as I say that to you, the card that just fell out is the card of Kuan Yin. Release judgment about yourself and others and focus on love and light that is within everyone. So Kuan Yin is giving you the energy of compassion. Focus on love and light and the energy of compassion. So thank you so much, Morgan Light, who's focusing on the energy of love and light, for joining us here. We're so glad that you've asked your question. Thank you so very much. Who else do we have here?
Next we have Angelica Belliard. Any message from her spirit guides?
Okay. Right now, Angelica, I see here that this has been a time of deepening relationships, deepening communication. I feel like communication was off a little bit last year for you with people who were close to you in your inner circle, and this is a year your guides want you to work on communication and working on speaking your truth and hearing the truth of others and establishing that flow of energy. So Angelica, be open to that, be open to communication. Now, knowing that Mercury, everyone know that Mercury is going retrograde? Yeah, it's back. Okay, it's going to be a doozy. March. Don't leave your house. Mercury's going retrograde. What can I tell you? We're going to have an interesting Mercury retrograde the way things are. So we want to make sure, Angelica, that our communication is clear and precise. We want to make sure that we're speaking from our heart chakra, not from our hurts, our wounds, or our analytical mind, which tends to confuse us and kind of make us believe things that are not true. So really, everyone, in your communication, let's be very upfront. Let's make sure that we are speaking our truth and double check everything. And if you're planning to travel in the month of March, please make sure you know all the details correctly and don't leave anything to chance, because that's where confusion will come in travel and electronics and communication. Oh, I can't wait for the winds of March to come and go, because Mercury retrograde, we just don't want to know. Okay, who else do we have here live on Facebook, live on YouTube? I got cards here. Who wants me to pick a card? I put my cards out and I didn't do my cards. They're going to feel all lonely today. We've got a full moon on Tuesday. Come to our center this Tuesday. I hope we put the link in the feed for our unconditional love class. What if we could help you expand your connectivity to self, perfect relationships around you, assist you in deepening your connection to the spirit world and God, and open up the doors of possibilities of attracting all the right connections in your life? Would that be of interest to you? Don't you think that this is the time for you to have everything lining up? And most of it begins with your self-love. And if you're looking for partnership, if you're looking for love, and you've been looking for love in all the wrong places, it's because within you, you're not in the right place. And this Tuesday, we are teaching a love class. And you can go to SarahSpiritual.com/events classes and join this class. It is only $9. And why do I do that? So that we can all be together all across the nation, all across the globe. We have people joining us from all over. And I really hope that you join me, Sarah Spiritual, and share in the love. And we're going to do, don't tell the others. We're going to do a ceremony, kind of a ceremony, to bring forth love and bring this energy in. Whether you're live online or live here in West Palm Beach, we're going to do something to, where is the love? The love is right here. And we're going to make that love be right here for all of us. And we're going to connect us all in this energy of love and create and supersize with the super moon our super intention. So we're going to supersize like super fries and McDonald's, but we are supersizing love, everyone, on this Tuesday, the 19th, which is in 2 days, Go to SarahSpiritual.com and join me. Who else do we have here?
Is Christopher Breer. He says, will my new focus take off after my healing meeting on Thursday?
Yes. You have made quite a positive movement forward since November. They're telling me that you have put all your ducks in a row and everything's moving, Christopher. It's going to be an important healing meeting for you, and it leads to some other meetings or connections or correspondence that's going to assist you along the way. So, Christopher, please trust that everything is coming together and that you're in just the right place at just the right time. Thank you so much, Christopher. It's going to be a good meeting for you. I'm looking forward to it. And you created that, by the way. The card that just fell is the law of attraction. So what you have put out to the universe, Christopher, you have brought right back to you because you were asking for it. You deserve it all, and it is here, my friend. Thank you so much for following us. I greatly appreciate your being a part of this with us. Thank you so much. Who else do we have?
All right, let's pull a card for Miss Sharon Wicks. She'd love a message.
Okay, Miss Sharon Wicks, let's see what we've got going on here for you. Power, 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 power. This is your power year, power time for you to exalt the energy within you and use it for your creation, for your desire. Sharon Personality Plus, this is your time to grow. And we're going to see what the angels have for you. We're going to actually pull a card or two for you because that's what they're telling me to do for you. And we have new partner. Looking for a partner? They say there's a partner. There's a partnership coming here for you. A chance meeting is not a mistake. It's divinely orchestrated. So we see Sharon Wicks partnership connections with people for you. And we also see there's nothing to worry about. Ain't no stopping you now, Sharon Wicks. Everything is going to line up for you perfectly. You are empowered, you are in tune with who you are, and you have developed such strength and confidence in the past 18 months, they tell me. They kind of give me that as a marker. I'm sure you understand what 18 months means when you spin it back. The past 18 months has brought a lot of shifts and changes for you. Good job, they tell me to tell you. Your ancestors on the other side are cheering you on. Mwah, they say. Bravo. Thank you so much, Sharon Wicks. Who else do we have here for us?
Next we have Stacy Thomas. She would love something on love.
Love, love, love. Stacy, Stacy, Stacy. The innocence of love is so important. To look at love as something new and fresh and unique. This is something very important for you, Stacy Thomas. And I also see here that this is a year that you're also supposed to be lining up some shifts and some movement in career. I feel like we kind of hit an impasse, a roadblock, and there's some growth that's supposed to come for you. And as you're in this energy of work expansion is how they let me know, as you're in that energy, what I see coming for you is this relationship energy. So we see love, but I see work comes first because we're getting things in line, and then you happen to be in the right place at the right time, and love energy just kind of really blossoms for you. So it's going to be a good time for you. I look at this year as a time of you stepping into your personal power. And in that authenticity of knowing yourself, you attract the right connections for business and love. Thank you so much, Stacy Thomas, for your question. Greatly appreciate it. Who else do we have here live with us?
Next is Stacy Lawn. She's asking, anything you can tell me about my work, increase in income, and business being more prosperous and expanding?
Well, Stacy Lawn, you set an intention about 8 months ago for things to shift and change. I feel as if, I just want to say something got off to an off start, a rocky start in the beginning of this whole process of income and business and work, and it just wasn't kicking off right. But now we kind of, by George, I think you've got it. It's all coming together. Give this 5 months to really build momentum. I feel like we require more marketing, more connection, more networking. Something is missing in the strategy. When you put your finger on a way to connect and reach more people, things begin to shift and change financially. At the end, the bottom line looks positive, for business and income growth. So thank you so much for your Facebook question. We're getting ready to wind down, everybody. Let's see how many things we can do here before we bid you farewell on our Sunday Funday. So glad to have you here. If you've enjoyed this, then visit my website, SarahSpiritual.com, S-A-R-A-H, spiritual.com. And please go to the website, learn about the work I do, and like this page, Sarah Spiritual. If you're enjoying this experience, like my page, so that when we come back on for other events and teachings and classes and all the special surprises we've got coming up, that you don't miss anything, because I don't want you to miss a thing. Who do we have here?
Next we have Janet Ackerland. She's wondering if she will ever find love again after 8 years as a widow.
Well, there's still something we haven't let go of in that past relationship, and my condolences. I feel like there's still a sense of loss and mourning or obligation or something that's holding you back. You have to look into that and give some thought and consideration within your soul regarding that. But will you ever? Yes, you will. Are you ready? You've been getting ready to be ready. I feel as if 2020 brings you this energy of love. I feel as if you need to get out. There's a trip, there's travel, there's something that happens for you that shifts your energy. You know, sometimes we need to go away, we need to leave for a minute and come back, and then suddenly everything's different. I feel like you need to do a reset. And the card just fell here out of the deck that I was just playing with. I really was not expecting any answers here, but of course, who am I to expect anything? That's the universe's job. Guess what? They gave me the card play. And it says here, beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while and just play and relax. I think, Janet, you've had so much responsibility and kind of got a lot thrown on you. Now's the time for you to just throw caution to the wind and just relax and do what you want to do. So thank you so much for your Facebook question. Thank you.
All right. Next, we're going to Becky Dubikas. What's going on? There's been a lot of changes for her.
Changes. What's going on? Okay, we've got, well, there's a lot of changes because last year was supposed to clear out anything that didn't work for you, Becky. So you should have felt like you were on a roller coaster because it was a very important time of change. It's okay to have change. Change is good. Change is getting you ready for new opportunities. New opportunities are going to expand you. I feel as if there's still one more door that has to close for you, so you're really in the right place at the right time. May actually require a move, but I see changes settling, but I still see one major change still coming by the end of this year. What's to come for you is you've got to kind of roll with the punches and see how it makes you feel, because when I look, Becky, as to the changes, it's really getting you to pay attention to what you've attracted, what you want, what you attracted out of need, what you attracted out of lack, what you attracted out of low self-esteem or low self-worth, and what is it that you desire now. There's a whole dynamic going on under the scenes in your inner being, in your psyche, so to speak, that we want to take a look at, because you are the central point of attraction, and this is the universe's way of getting you to shift and change. So thank you, Becky, for your Facebook question. Thank you, everyone who's joined us here tonight. We're so glad that you're here with us. I am Sarah Spiritual. We are glad to share this Sunday Funday with you. And we have an exciting class. If you didn't hear on Tuesday, visit SarahSpiritual.com. Love to work with you on unconditional love. The greatest love of all is learning to love yourself. But heck, we got a class that includes how to love another, you know, and how to help each other in this journey of manifestation of love. Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. So here we've had our Sunday Funday with a little bit of love in our hearts. I sure hope that we've put some love into your hearts. I greatly appreciate your spending a couple of hours on your Sunday with us here. We are broadcasting live in West Palm Beach at the Expedito Enlightenment Center, a full center full of books and crystals and herbs and CDs and incense and statues and fairies and bracelets and my oh my, candles, you name it, we got a little bit of everything. We are a multicultural place where you are the melting pot of experiences here, and how you feel your connection with God is, that's how we honor you here. And when you walk in, you can feel the presence of the Creator. And I want to thank you for sharing your time with me tonight. And any of your questions that I did not get to, know that the universe heard the question. They will give you a sign and an answer. And I will go back into the feed whenever possible and try to hang and connect with a couple of you and answer some questions. But thank you so much for being with us here. I know it's going to be a great supermoon. Make your intentions prosperous and fun and loving, and release what no longer serves you, because you know what? We only live once, and today's the only day we know of. So let's make it a great day, a great night, wherever you are across the world. And I thank you. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
If I can see the world differently now, I can find the love in everything now. If I can walk in someone else's shoes now, I will know what it